大家好, bienvenidos and welcome. I'm Frankie and today we're going to be reviewing my 2018 Inktober sketches. I decided to do, well, last year when I did this, I used this type of paper and grayscale, and I found that I liked the tan paper better. So I went ahead and for 2018 I decided to use this. And then I also used the Winsor & Newton black ink, and also the Winsor & Newton white ink. Same ink I used last Inktober, and then I also used micron pens, same ones I did in 2017. So I decided to do, I don't follow the prompts, so I decided to do draw my D&D character for the whole month, and I also wanted to push myself to do action and dynamic poses, so this kind of works out. So this is the very first drawing that I ever did. This is my character, but she's at the age of 13. She's not 13 now. She is a teenager, but she is not 13 currently. But she is a tiefling monk, and she's also a charlatan. So let's get started. If you have been following the Born Bunny Instagram, then you have already seen these, but if not, then this will be a treat for you. So this one is the one I did on day one. And I'm basically, she's just kind of stretching, doing her thing. Probably in the dungeon or whatever. This one is day two. And this one is actually, they are a part of a guild. And so they're going to like a really fancy festival. So I kind of wanted her to look fancy, and did a little bit of, some bedazzlements so that she would look fancy, and her little hosiery and all that kind of stuff while she's going to a little fancy fancy party. Now this is her as a charlatan, and she's just kind of chilling. She actually has some charlatan dice, which she actually got as some loot in a game, so she is trying to play the dice game and see if she can get some money, because girl, can't blame a girl for hustling. She also plays the yaka, so this is her on her way out. This is her little money pouch, so that she can go and get some money so that she can pay for her room and board. And then this one is actually, they're actually in the Underdark. And while she was fighting a drow, she ended up picking up 2 whips of control or command, something like that. And so anyway, basically what this whip is you hit someone with it, and if they, don't do well on their rolls against you, then they're basically under your control. Whatever you say, they do. So in this instance, one of the strongest party members was trying to destroy the whip, and she was kind of like, no, no, no. So she ended up getting it. So it's kind of like this little comic strip or whatever is. She's singing, basically, I have a whip, and I'm going to attack you if you attack me. And then the Vash, one of the strongest characters, is like, give that to me so I can destroy it. But I think the really funny thing is that turn of events happened, and our strongest, like our character Vash, our paladin, he ended up getting mind controlled, and she had to end up using this whip on him so that he would not attack the party. So I think that's kind of interesting and in full circle. So next one is this one. And she's basically doing some sneak attack, about to pull out some type of a weapon. And then this one is, she's still probably doing her sneak attack, pulling out her dagger, about to stab somebody with it. And let's see, this one. She's basically hitting somebody in the face. And let's see. I didn't draw everything in order, so I'm trying to do it in the order of when I drew it and like when I released it. So I have this one. Now this one I had a little comic to go with it, but I decided not to do it. But basically what it was is that she was over here doing her exercises, and she was getting tired, and she wanted to know if Master Seth, her trainer, was around, because she was about to stop. And she's like, oh, I wonder if Master Seth's around. And while she's thinking this, he says, keep going. And she's like, oh, can he read my mind? So that's kind of that one. And let's see, because I want to keep it within the same vein. Here we go. This is another day while she is fighting. I mean, something random in the Underdark. I think during this time too, we were doing a lot of fighting in the Underdark. So I have this one. And then let's see. This one is basically she's practicing with Master Seth. Master Seth hits her and she's like, oh, do you have to hit so hard? And he's just like, if you were not playing around, you would not have been hit with that attack. And so then there's this one. It's also another fight. Fighting. Let's see. Then I have this one. It's kind of her jumping back. And then this one is like, you know, maybe like a traveling group of entertainers or whatever come by and she sees someone doing this kind of trick and she decides, I'm going to do this trick myself. Her practicing more of, you know, her martial arts, getting better. And then this one is her, like, breakdancing, because why not? I mean, you know, she's got the upper body strength to do it. Let's see. And then, yeah, there's this one. And then I'll skip to this one. This one I like, but I dropped the white ink on the floor and it splattered all over my paper. And I'm like, ah! But I was like, you know what? Just keep going. Just wipe off what you can and just keep going with it. So I did not let that get to me too much. And then this is her doing like a handstand. And then she's, you know, about to do like a backflip, but like a slow type of backflip. This is her, you know, practicing with the fan. I found out there's like a magical item where you use the fan and you have, but the thing is that it does a gust of wind, but you can only use it once. And it's like, after that you risk breaking it and then till the next day, then you can use it again. So, let's see, here we go. Now this is happening around the time we're in Whitestone and we were in Whitestone and we were trying to find information about vampires, and so we went to the library, or BSL went to the library to see if we could find any information on how to, you know, take down a vampire without like the normal, you know, stories that are being spoken of. And all the good stuff is behind closed doors. And she would have to sneak and break in, but at the same time, the reason why we're on this quest is because we got thrown into jail anyway, so she's not trying to do, you know, not trying to get herself in trouble again. So, and we got thrown into jail because we were suspicious. That was the reason why we got put in jail. So, this one. Now this one came about. This is Biesla as a spiraling. Now Biesla does have connections to the class, but she is not a part of the class. But the reason why this sketch came about was one of my teammates was making a joke because his character is part of the class, but nobody knows it but him. But he made a joke saying that the masked person that his character was going to go meet would be me, because everyone has like this question around me, like, is BSL a class? What is, you know? So he made a joke saying that like I was his, you know, leader. So it was just kind of funny. So I just went ahead and like drew this. Let's see. All right. Another. Her playing her yaka to get information. Not information, but just to get some money and see what's going on. And then, let's see. This one is, Biesla is back home. She's at her grandparents, and they're gonna have, like, there's this festival going on. So her, you know, her grandmother, her Nai, did her hair. And now she's like picking clothes, so now she's like looking at what she wants to wear to appease her Nai, which is grandmother. Let's see. This is just her chilling in the sun, you know, just relaxing, either looking at the sunset sunrise, looking at nature, what have you. Let's see. Then we have this one. And, you know, in action, jumping, doing her thing. And then the last one that I did, because I didn't do all the days, but I did most of the days, is this one. Biesla is helping a neighborhood kid. And she is kind of a little like reluctant to do so because she basically told him, you know, like as you say, why didn't he listen to me? I have to save him now. And he's like, you know, Biesla, I'm scared. But she's like, she's saving him not because she has to save him, because if she doesn't, it'll look bad on her part, but it's not because she wants to save him, if that makes sense. So that is my sketches for Inktober 2018. I do plan on doing Inktober again this year, so I'll have to sit down and think about what I want to do, because I don't really follow the prompts, so why start now? But at the same time, I don't know. I gotta figure out. I'll figure out more when it comes closer to October. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again on the next video. Bye.